Oh, you walked away! I hit start.
Just in case.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Back to the Pod. We figured the episodes are going to have been pretty scarce lately, but I figured we'll double up because breaking news happened yesterday. Or was it the day before? I forget.
It was yesterday. It was yesterday.
But they finally released a picture of Ben Affleck.
Can I say something first? Very small thing. I think that today is a very special day. Today is love him or hate him. Today is George Lucas's birthday, and George Lucas is 70 years old today. But the thing is, love him or hate him, but he changed a lot of our lives, and a lot of people who we admire, he's changed a lot of their lives through one film that he made. So love him or hate him, let's give him respect. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, George.
Happy birthday.
I was going to say moment of silence, but nobody died, right? So more like
no.
The appropriate gesture in that situation.
Okay, now on to Batman.
On to Batman. So Batman, like, and I love how the internet like caught fire on this, just because like there's no like definitive I hate it or I love it. It's all just a pick mix of just opinions. Now, Johnny, do you want to start off with your opinion? I'll reserve mine to last. But
okay. All right. Normally, I'm the one who was always the guy who was like, "Oh man, that sucks," or this and that. I don't like it. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna surprise you all. I actually, it's only one still. It's not a moving image, but it made me want to see the movie. It made me curious. I like the fact that they went with the whole Frank Miller Dark Knight, which is something that's never been done on screen, and for the first time everybody's been saying, we want gray and black, we want gray and black. Now you're going to actually have a gray and black costume on Batman. I mean, it's a black and white picture, but it's obviously it's going to be gray and black.
Yeah, that was my first thing. Like, I got excited, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is a black and white picture. Like,
yeah, no, it's going to be gray and black. You can, I mean, they've done so many variations of that photo, you can see that it's like, it's going to be gray and black. They're definitely going for the Frank Miller-esque costume from that comic book. It's because I guess they had to say, listen, there's been a Tim Burton Batman, there's been a Christopher Nolan Batman. We have to take it somewhere else. We have to take it back to the original source.
Somewhere without nipples.
So I kind of dug it. The only thing that I had an issue with, which is very small, is like now I want to see Superman and Batman standing next to each other because Zack Snyder created this colorful world for Superman. Yes. Well, and now you have this dark gray world for Batman. What are these two going to look like standing together?
That's the first thing I did. Like I got that picture, I opened up another tab, opened up a Man of Steel picture, and put them together. They actually look pretty good together. Together they look like they not belong in the same world, but in the same universe.
Mm.
Anybody else notice the way the Bat logo is almost the same size and shape as the Superman shield?
Shape, though? Size, yes. Like,
take a look at it again. Take another look at it.
Oh, let me open it up right here.
Look carefully.
But it's not doing a slant like a diamond, though, is it?
It almost is. The bottom of it sticks out much lower than the tips of the wings.
No, I thought it was more rectangular. Oh. No, I just looked at it. I was like, oh, yeah, look at that.
Let me find it.
It's like they took the base of the Superman logo and took some scissors and like...
Pretty much. At least that's the first thing I thought. I was like, this is going to overlay over the Superman logo just about perfectly.
And that's just about the sole reason to do that, I think. Because they wanted to be symmetrical, like the way they had it at Comic-Con, where they showed like the Batman Superman emblem. Here's I don't know, Johnny. Like, I'm looking at this photo, light and dark. I can't tell if the Bat logo is black or gray.
It looks to be the same color as the rest of the suit.
Yes, because here are the top things that shine through. The cape and cowl and the I don't know what the fuck they call these, just the gloves, I guess, and the belt seem to be all just black. Right. And then the midsection and the symbols seem to be the same color. We're hoping is gray. I really do hope it's gray. Um,
Well,
so
you got to judge it also by the cowl. I mean, we definitely know that's going to be black.
yes.
So you got to sort of look at it shaded against that.
The cowl and the gauntlets look black. The belt looks black. Looks like he might have a cod piece too. I can't quite tell. Like, underwear on the
Or Ben Affleck is just a very fortunate man.
Yeah, no, there has to be you can't rock a trunkless Batman costume.
I don't know. It did trunkless Superman and it worked better in my opinion.
You're gonna get like a John Hamm effect, where you just see an outline. That's the one thing that criminals will fear. Like they're like, oh my god, is that his pop? But all right. So I'm gonna. It's releasing a meme, or it's showing a meme that it's one of my favorite memes. This is gonna be my fucking Facebook picture. It's pretty goddamn soon because I love it so much. But no. The memes like rained down yesterday, where it was they took it as sad Batman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this one was my personal favorite. Basically,
I didn't see that. Oh, Daredevil.
Yeah, it's basically him looking sad, looking in the mirror, and seeing Daredevil. But when you look at it though, here's the one. All right, I don't know if you had pros and cons, Ed. Do you have pros and cons before I get into my fucking tirade?
Yeah, let's see, Ed. What do you think of it? We haven't heard your opinion on it.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it is Frank Miller-esque. I like the shorter bat ears. I like the lack of nipples. I even like the strange texture that the suit seems to have.
Yeah, it's very, very veiny. Yeah.
Yeah, people were calling them veins. To me, it just looks like some sort of textile. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's some sort of weave or whatever they're gonna say the suit is made from, but it looks cool. I'd love to see it in motion. You know what I mean? That's one thing I'm definitely aching to see is this in some sort of action sequence and in full color.
I guess we're gonna wait. We have to wait till Comic-Con for that.
Dude definitely has my approval. He looks like a decent Batman. Now I just have to hear him speak, and so long as he doesn't sound like Christian Bale, I'm on board. I think that was the weakest aspect of Christian Bale's Batman was every time he opened his mouth.
Yeah, because it was just so distracting. His
voice is just garbage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't blame him solely.
No, they let him do it.
A, they let him do it. B, I think
now every time you talk, the picture of sad Batman comes up.
Oh, I'm doing that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, here's my take. Pros, I love the Frank Miller approach. I think that it's a no-brainer to go there. The cape and cowl are perfect. The only thing I have a harp on with the cowl is that I wish they went full-on white lensed eyes, and then they went a little more technical like they do in the current Batman run, where he can have infrared vision, he can have spectral vision, or night vision.
Well, the thing is, you don't really see his eyes in this photo.
Yeah.
It could be anything. It could be a visor.
Yeah, but I can see holes. You don't see his eyes; he's looking out, but you can see they carved the eye holes in there. Unless this is they wouldn't release a prototype, but anyway, it seems like there are eye holes for it instead of just lenses, which I thought would have been cooler because then it would have been a direct adaptation of the book where you see everyone has white pupilled eyes when they wear masks. But anyway, I love the short-eared helmet.
Then how would he blink?
You don't blink. He's fucking scary.
Everybody blinks, man. You see how bad the lenses in the Daredevil fucking mask look? They look horrible.
That was the one thing I liked about the Daredevil mask. That looks sinister. That he has no pupils and it's just these lens.
Made him look like a roach, though. I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Well, I mean, it's weird because they used dark red for the lenses, but if they used some sort of bright white for the lenses, I think it would be pretty boss. But anyway, because then you just see white eyes and this black cowl, and it would have been cool. But anyway, I'm not gonna. It's not a deal breaker for me. But it's just one thing I wish they carried over. Because like in the Court of Owls, like during that comic run, like his helmet gets kind of broken, and he's without his utility belt, and he's just kind of like dehydrated and wandering around. And you see one white eye, and then you see like this jagged, broken piece of the helmet, and you realize, oh wait, no, that's a lens. It's not Now it explains why he has white eyes all the time. The other thing about the costume, I just mentioned, I wish the bat symbol was just as dark as the cowl.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, this is just one photo. I think it may be, because I'm looking at this photo and you could see that it's darker than the actual costume. You can see that it is dark. It may not be as dark as the cowl, but it is darker. That's why it stands out.
I thought it stands out because it's a different texture.
Well, that too, and you can see it's three-dimensional, but it does look darker. I mean, again, we're speculating. We won't know until I actually show some another picture of him standing forward in color or something with him running around or something. But
by the way, on a side note, that is one badass Batmobile.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a fucking second. That was the one thing. Like, actually, fuck it. Let's talk about it now. There's no rules. It's very reminiscent of like the first Tim Burton Batmobile, sort of like the.
It's a mixture of the Tim Burton Batmobile and the Christopher Nolan mobile because it's got the high wheels in the back. So yeah, it's sort of a mesh of them both.
Yeah, somebody pointed out, like, if you look at now I gotta find the photo, but if you look at the far bottom left corner, they're like, what is that, a demon? Like, it doesn't make sense what it is. Like, it's like it doesn't look like it's part of the Batmobile at all, but it looks like
it's a covering of one of the tires.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what is?
It's like a fairing, basically. It's part of the chassis that's in front of part of the back tire.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. So how like fucking wide is this fucking car?
The car is huge, but the back wheel is sort of like the tumbler, where it's almost a motorcycle kind of hinge that holds the wheel. The wheel is not attached to a axis that goes across the entire vehicle. The wheel is attached to a swing arm. So basically, it looks like both of the rear wheels of the car are on separate swing arms, like the back end of a motorcycle.
Okay.
Because if you look at that photo the day before of the back of it, of it, you can see the wheels and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, James, bring your picture back. Sad Batman's freaking me out.
Fuck that. No, this is what you asked for. This is what you're getting. I'm only keeping up to illustrate one more point, which is I went back and forth the entire day. I'm like, no, it's not. Maybe it is. No, it's not. Maybe it is. Is there fake muscles on this, or is this really Ben Affleck?
No, it's
Ben Affleck is this big. Ben Affleck is bigger than what's the name it? Than the dude plays Superman.
But that's still padded. That's not him.
Look at it for a second. Like the arms seem like it could be Ben Affleck because they look real, but it's just like the midsection. I'm like, that looks fake. Man, I wish they wouldn't do the fake. And then I'm like, wait a minute, is that really him?
It's Hollywood, dude. These guys get paid to look a certain way. And Ben Affleck was never the smallest guy ever. So,
because if you look at the costume, I don't believe those are fake arms.
Nope. Those arms look real. Maybe there's padding in the stomach. I mean, or Spanx of some kind, because you know.
Yeah, there's something to highlight it.
Yeah, but.
But then why would you just pad the abs? That seems like a weird thing to pad. Like, I understand padding the chest plate because you're gonna put like a fucking emblem on it, and you do see like that there is like some sort of padding on the chest plate, and the only thing that makes it look fake is the ab part, which is kind of weird.
Here's why. Do you have any idea how hard it is to maintain six-pack abs?
Honestly, no.
Because basically they want this guy to have the responsibility to have to suck his gut in while making this movie all the time. It's much easier to stick him in a girdle.
All it would take is one bad angle, and they're like, does Batman have a little
Yeah,
He's got a
basically.
beer belly.
Just put him in Spanx, Bat Spanx, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Bat Spags.
Wrap his gut in, put whatever you need on the front of the suit to make it seem like my man has a constant six-pack of roid rage, and yeah, we're good to go.
But the six-pack abs make him look, and in combination with the Frank Miller costume, make him look like, oh, maybe he's in his late 50s being Batman. You know what I mean? Because if you look at the Frank Miller Batman's like gigantic and old. So when I look at this, subconsciously I think, oh, that's old Batman.
I don't know, but he is supposed to be older than Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. Superman's like, I think technically my age or a little bit younger, like early 30s, and then I think Batman's supposed to be in his mid 40s. Okay, so maybe this holds up. All right, I'm gonna get rid of sad Batman. Sorry, guys.
And yeah, I'm taking a picture. I'm taking a look at the rear of the Batmobile, the picture they showed 2 days ago.
Yes.
And yeah, you could almost see like I might be wrong about them not being attached, the two wheels, like by center axis, but it almost looks like they have separate chain drives. Like, it's weird. You got to see it. Like, if you look at the back of the Batmobile, it's really cool looking though.
Yeah. You know what? Let me get the real picture so we can actually look at the fucking Batmobile.
Because it is sort of like the tumbler in the back.
Yeah, you can totally see it's not traditional rear of the car. Hold on. Oh, and the final thing I'm disappointed with the costume is that we are missing these. We don't have the little side, the arm daggers, or what the fuck you want to call them. I don't know what they're called.
The blades on the gauntlets?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we do. I'm looking right at it. It ain't there.
True, but you know, the Batman can change his outfit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He could have 17 costumes. They got to sell toys. So
I'm not buying the costume change. That shit is gone.
Or it could be something that pops out for whatever reason.
Like Wolverine?
And actually, no. You're wrong. They're there.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
All right. Look at mine. Well, actually, don't look at mine because it's really.
Forget yours. I'm
Yeah.
looking at my screen right now, and I guarantee you, if you turn your brightness all the way up, he has 3 blades that are on the gauntlet.
It's there?
It's there.
Are they like short like his ears, or are they?
They're kind of short, but
he's
they're
correct.
there.
They're there. He's correct.
They're there.
They're there.
Thank God.
There's a very light picture of it that if you go to comicbookhype.com, they show us 2 pictures. One that's been like lightened, and another one where it's the regular dark picture. But you see a lot more detail, and he does have the gauntlets. Yes.
Yes, they're there. You can't have Batman without those things.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like
on your image, everything is kind of like the levels aren't very good. The black is too. You know what I mean? There's too much that's been crunched down the black. But yeah, he has the gauntlets. You just gotta look at one of the other images and really look at it.
Yeah, this image is directly from what's his face's Twitter. The director, Zack Snyder's Twitter.
So then maybe it's just the way your screen is set. But dude, I'm looking at it on mine and I can see them when I go and I look at the pictures from Google.
Oh, thank God. That was the one thing I was worried about. But yeah, the visor of the Batmobile kind of looks like a Cylon.
Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly. But I'm digging it. Like now automatically I'm like, well, what does Wonder Woman look like? Now I want to know everything. Because like I kind of get a sense of what the costume design looks like now, like for that universe. Like now that we've seen Superman trunkless and with like the texture patterns and the dark blue, and now that we've seen Batman and like everything is like very smooth and textured. So now I'm curious, what does Wonder Woman's costume look like? What's Aquaman's costume gonna look like?
Does she even wear a costume?
True, she might not wear a costume in this.
James, I just sent you a photo. Now open that one up, and that's the light image that shows the gauntlets. You'll see what I mean.
I can't share it with the folks because I'm on a different email account. But let me open it on my phone. and my phone crashed. Damn to hell. But yeah, no, that was the other thing too. Like, it was a very soft announcement, but they announced Justice League. Like, not like that this movie's going to be Justice League, but there's actually going to be a Justice League movie after this.
And dude, now that I'm looking very closely, he doesn't have trunks either.
No, he doesn't.
And this is directly from the current day comic.
I think Zack Snyder's against trunks.
Yeah.
After Watchmen. Watchmen had enough trunks.
Or some sort of stitch that, you know what I'm saying, like a seam that goes down the front and middle of his leg, but he has no trunks.
Right, it's like a cod piece or something.
Right.
It's sort of like the what's the name of it, the Rocketeer's pants.
Yeah, like in the comic, like which is kind of an adaptation of, like there's stitching seams like all along here, and then like it goes like down the middle a little bit and down the leg. And you can kind of see that in this one too. Like you see the stitching like just by like his bicep.
Yeah, there's a stitch that goes around his abs, up the side of his chest to his shoulder, and then it comes down the side of his arm too.
And that utility belt is it's very different. That's it's like a black utility belt.
Although that makes kind of sense. Like, I know traditionally it's supposed to be either like chrome gold or like just yellow in general.
Right.
That would be stupid if you were trying to hide in the shadows.
Yeah. What's that gold ring?
Don't mind me hiding up here with my golden belt and my bright white eyes.
I am darkness. So I don't know. Like, I think I'm overall happy with it. I'm just kind of curious. The only annoying thing is that, and he keeps doing this every time he releases a superhero costume, is that they fuck with the photo in some weird way. It's like, well, I'm gonna go monochrome with this because of the artistic value. I'm like, no, bitch, I want to see the whole fucking costume. Like he did that.
Another thing you have to keep in mind is that this movie is literally 2 years away. It's not coming out in 2015. It's coming out in 2016.
Yeah.
2 years away. I mean, imagine how different the world is going to be in 2 years when this movie comes out. So I think they're going to show you bits and bits and bits because they got to keep it hyped up for 2 years.
Yeah, they have to. Like, I'm kind of shocked it happened now. Like, I wasn't expecting a photo.
I think just because of the demand, people are just like, no, but then they see this and people calm down a little bit.
Hey, fellas.
The costume.
Yeah.
We should also cover this.
And what might this be? Fan side. Oh no, did this just ruin your finale?
No, but this is the trailer that they were going to show in the finale.
Hope my computer doesn't crash.
That's the sound of a man with an old iMac. And I know. Because that was the first thought I had. Hope this shit doesn't crash when I play it.
Wait, no, it's not. God damn it. I have to get back to my TiVo.
But,
like, you'll see it in a second. They're going to show you a little clip of it. See, there's going to be an actual thing where they show more of the Flash. They're going to show some footage tonight. Or they already have, and I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. This show looks well.
I'm getting like low season.
This show looks really developed, man. I haven't seen the show, and already I'm seeing like Deathstroke and a Deathstroke army.
Yeah, dude, this show, yo, what's the name? It really came through. Arrow. Arrow's been doing pretty damn good.
Yeah. Oh, they showed it. It was literally 3 seconds, and you didn't even see him because he's the Flash. It was just the ground and the pebble shaking, and then all of a sudden you saw like a. God, I wish they. I did not watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. yesterday.
Oh, it was awesome. You missed it.
I'm gonna watch it after this. But like, I look at the Flash, and the Flash looks really cool, and I look at this trailer for Arrow, and it looks like a decent show. I gotta start watching. I play But like, I feel like they're missing out on incorporating Man of Steel and Batman in jail, like Marvel's doing.
Yeah. Well, then other super. Are we still on Batman, or are we?
No, we can move on, sir. We can move on.
What do you guys think about the announcement of Channing Tatum as Gambit?
Oh, that motherfucker! Yeah, I saw.
That was weeks ago, wasn't it?
No, he officially confirmed.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, check out that YouTube video. I think that's what they showed. That's about 30 seconds long and shows him actually running and in the suit and everything.
All right, let's see this.
Why the fuck is Green Arrow on a mountaintop?
Because him and he's like, you know what I'm saying? Their universes are linked in the TV shows.
But why is he on a mountaintop?
He's not on a mountaintop. I don't know where the fuck this is, but apparently it must be in Central City.
In the woods, on a mountain.
I wouldn't call this a mountain, man. That's definitely hilly, but not a mountain.
Yeah, it's like a forest.
Yeah.
Okay, that was cool.
All right, let me see. Oh, there he is.
But this is supposed to be Barry Allen?
I think that was his name, yeah.
He seems more like Wally West with the attitude. Barry Allen was all business. This guy seems...
Let's see.
Oh yeah, but you were saying, Johnny, the Channing Tatum news. He finally confirmed he's going to play Gambit in the upcoming X-Men movie.
Yeah.
They would never let it go with that franchise.
No, because they don't want to lose the rights.
any means necessary.
Yep.
They're even gonna do a Mystique solo movie. Yeah.
Like, who's gonna go see this?
I happen to like the actress, so I think I might.
And that's what they were counting on.
Guilty.
that exact response. Oh, Jennifer Lawrence did it, and she's doing like sexy stuff and makeup. Yeah, I'm gonna go see that.
Yeah, she's basically naked.
Ed could buy tickets now if he could.
Basically, Jennifer Lawrence is hot.
But yeah, like that was a sure thing. Like of all the characters you're doing, like did she win an Oscar? I forget. She was nominated for an Oscar. She won once at least, and she's an upcoming hot actress right now. So therefore, yeah, let's make a solo movie. Does it make sense to the storyline? Fuck no, but we're gonna make it anyway. And Gambit, like I don't know. I haven't been passionate about Gambit since like '97. So,
He's a fan favorite, and he was poorly done in the Wolverine movie.
Horribly done. Just like what's his name was.
Every other character. Deadpool,
especially what's his name? The red suit dude. What's his name?
Deadpool.
Deadpool. That was the worst representation of Deadpool.
Like, why would you take the mouth away from the merc with the mouth? That's like a trade card of his, is to be a smartass, and they make the character and they take away his mouth.
Because nobody who made the decisions for that to happen actually read the book.
Yo, you want to hear something funny? There was an interview that I watched with Robert Kirkman about The Walking Dead and how they almost made the show for NBC, but while the producers at NBC were watching the pilot, they were like, "We really love this, but does it have to have the zombies in it?"
I believe it.
Like, are you fucking serious? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Like that's real Hollywood, man. Like,
yeah. We really, really like this show. I love this show, but does it have to have zombies in it?
It's like we love your idea. Can we not do your idea, but do something with you? That's pretty much what shit gets whittled down.
Our sponsors don't like zombies, you know.
And you're not gonna sit in a meeting and go, "Then why the hell are you talking to me?"
Pretty much.
But yeah, no, like, oh god, like that.
That would have been a completely different show on NBC.
Yeah. It would be Friends.
Or Revolution, like, you know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, got canceled.
Yeah,
Why?
exactly. You're right. It would have been like Evolution. It would have been totally like that. Yeah.
Revolution got canceled. Freaking the Tomorrow People got canceled. I'm kind of mad about that because I was actually enjoying that show. It had its bad moments, but it had its good ones too.
Never made it past the pilot.
The originals got picked up. The originals had a phenomenal season, what you might call it, season finale. It was actually that's one of the rare cases where the spin-off show is better than the original, like Angel.
Oh yeah. What was it? Revolution. I was kind of shocked it stayed as long as it did. I hated it from like day one, and I was kind of angry that Flash Forward got canceled, but this got picked up, and I was like, what?
Yeah, Flash Forward was good, and then they fucked that up.
But what else got picked? Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got picked up.
Yep.
Law and Order.
Another season of Vampire Diaries. That show is definitely running out of things to do.
Yeah, Community got canceled. That was a bit of a shocker.
Yeah.
Gone. Yeah.
I don't know. If, I haven't finished. Like, people are shocked when I say this statement. Like, I haven't watched Community concurrently. Like, I'll catch an episode here and there, and it's a show. Like, after I watch it, like, I love that. I'm gonna go download the whole season, and then I forget about it.
What happened to Childish Gambino? He's not on the show anymore. The black kid.
On the show before it got canceled?
He was on. He wasn't on. He hasn't been on this season at all. He's not even in the credits.
He left. He left completely. I heard. I don't know if it was to pursue other interests or if there was a problem. Or...
Childish.
Well, he made a pretty damn good album this year, so I'm happy with that. I actually very much like his music.
Wait, that guy has an album?
Yeah.
He has several.
Childish Gambino.
Donald Glover has 3 rap albums.
Really?
Got the name from a Wu-Tang name generator.
Yeah, and the first one was a mixtape. It was and it was underneath his name is D Glover, and I didn't listen to all of it, but I've listened to a couple tracks. It was pretty good. But the actual 2 albums he has as Childish Gambino are freaking awesome. There was Camp, and the second one is called Because the Internet.
Now I should go download that. Like that actually. Now I'm curious because I like that guy as an actor. He's cool.
Trust me, you will enjoy his music. His music talks about things you don't normally hear about in rap, which I like.
Nice. How the fuck did we get to television shows? There was something we stumbled upon but then forgot.
Segued through the Flash and Arrow.
That's how I got there.
Yeah, but there was something else we didn't fully cover. Gambit. Yeah, that was the catalyst of this conversation.
And Channing and your Tatum.
Channing your Tatum. Like I was saying, like I'm not like because the movies like really got it wrong. Like my feelings towards Gambit just kind of like I don't care.
Okay.
So I mean like it's not devastating news, and I'm not like overjoyed by it either. I'm just kind of like okay, new guy, whatever. When's the next Marvel movie coming out? But what else? Something else got canceled, and I was like, yes. What else got canceled? Almost Human got fucking canceled.
Yeah, that was horrible. That show was great.
That show was amazing. Like, and what? And here's like the depression that sets in when shows get canceled. Like, I hold out hope that like, oh, maybe some other network will pick it up, or maybe it might go the way of like on demand, like through Netflix or Hulu or
Veronica Mars movie type of deal.
Mars movie. But then you see like one of the actors or actresses
in another show,
and then that's how it's like seeing an ex-girlfriend with like someone else. And you're like, oh fuck, it's never gonna happen.
Exactly.
It's never gonna
They're
happen.
a poster for some show like some Friends-like show. You know, it's like, hey, you know, everybody posing around a couch.
Right.
Like, great.
Like that happened. Well, I wasn't disappointed, but I was kind of like, really? Like, I don't know if you guys watch Law and Order SVU, but Christopher Maloney left like 6 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
But he was on some Fox sitcom that was surely going to get canceled by the pilot. He already did. But like, I was just watching the commercial, going, "You stopped SVU for this? Like, what are you doing?"
People
That
get
was
bored, man.
Forward, onward, and forward.
Pretty much, people get bored.
But no, he just wanted money. Like, if it was publicized, like he just really wanted money, and he didn't feel like he was getting enough. But oh God, where was I going to talk? Speaking of television, last week I mentioned what's his face, Game of Thrones writer,
R. Martin.
R. Martin.
He went on Conan and explained why he uses his DOS machine to write his epic novels. For those of you who don't know, he doesn't use anything that's modern or current when he writes these 1,000-page tomes. He writes like on
Several thousand pages.
Several thousand. He writes like and he named the DOS program. It was WordStar 4. That's what he still uses. And the point of doing that is so that he never gets a computer virus. There's never and he's just used to it. Mm-hmm. Like, he's not used to the whole autocorrection. He's not used to, like, I didn't want that to be capitalized, damn it. And then like, there's so many words in his universe that will just get flagged for autocorrection. So he's just like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna use the thing from like the 80s.
Somebody should just fucking make him a program. Like, use heuristics to scan all his novels. You know what I mean? Get all the fucking names and all that shit, like, you know what I mean? Embedded into the dictionary, and then just make him a personal version of that shit. Like, here you go, dude.
But then how could you trust them not to install something that tracks his novels before they come out?
You know, I hadn't even thought of that, but yeah, I should have.
All you need is like a key counter or like something that mimics like his keystrokes, and all that person has to do is sit outside with a Wi-Fi.
Like, every night, upload this to this particular Dropbox. Thank you.
Right. Like, you have to by the stroke of midnight, you have to be sitting outside of George R. Martin's home in order to get his. Yeah.
And also, doesn't George R. Martin always look like he's packing a pistol or something? I'm sure he must always carry a gun with him or something.
Or
like,
at least a knife.
Never know.
If he doesn't say a word, sure, but when you hear him talk, he sounds like the most lovable guy on the planet.
Yeah.
like the last person who would ever shoot you.
But he does look like he carries his own silverware.
Yeah.
I was watching him on Conan, and like speaking of him using the program from the 80s, like, if he was a time traveler, like, from now and from 76 to now, he'd have the same wardrobe. Like, there's no modernization of anything he's wearing. It's like that little captain's hat and like maybe like a leather vest, and then the rest is just whatever.
That beard.
Epic beard. Soon to be epic gray beard. But, what else did we miss out on? I always feel like we're missing out on fucking subjects. I should write these things down. Any other geek news? It's not geek news, but Jay-Z got in the elevator. Did you see that?
Yeah, Jay-Z's the man. He gave Solange her first hit in years.
Yeah. I think people say, Jay-Z smart. I think the smartest thing Jay-Z did is that he did not hit that girl. You realize if he hit her, his stock would have plummeted overnight. Because all they would think about is like, oh my God, he hit a woman.
Oh, the empire would have fallen. Absolutely.
Oh yes.
I'm wondering why she was going so fucking ape shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then Beyonce's standing right there, and she's not trying to stop her sister.
Right.
Her place.
And then then there was like some sort of like Instagram like shutout between her and her sister. It was weird. Like the report said like she got mad at him because they were at a benefit, and then he was gonna go to a Rihanna party without her. Not the sister, but Beyonce. Like, he was just gonna go by himself. And then I guess the sister thought that was a little suspect. But I don't know if that was enough to go apeshit on him in an elevator. That was weird.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right either. That like 3 scenarios come to play with that kind of intensity in an elevator. He just cheated on her.
He just made a pass on Solange.
He made a pass on Solange, or he's he's sleeping with both of them, and he made a pass with somebody else.
Maybe, who the fuck knows, dude? Yeah.
Like that, it was rough. Like I can't stream video on this freaking thing to show everybody, but like it was rough. Like I was watching, going, what the hell did he do?
And people always say things like, "Oh man, he would never cheat on Beyonce. She's so beautiful. She's one." But you go back to the old saying: "You show me a hot girl, and I'll show you the guy who's tired of fucking her." You know, it goes back to the old saying.
Like and then the thing that was more puzzling is that they went to a Nets game the next day. Like nothing ever happened. They're just sitting there like eating nachos, watching watching LeBron on the court. And I was like, are they? Is it really okay, or are they just doing that because there's like 80,000 cameras looking at them? Like,
bingo.
Yeah, the best one I saw, the best meme was an animated GIF where Jay-Z was Vegeta and Solange was Android 17. I think I put it up on my Facebook if you want to take a look. That shit was hilarious.
My favorite, my favorite was that there was her head on Chong Li's body, and her just doing that.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Here's the thing we missed. Constantine.
He looks beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited about Constantine. I'd be even more excited if it were on a network like Showtime or Stars or Netflix or even AMC. But still, nonetheless, it looks like they're sticking true to the source material. He even looks like
not involved.
Yeah. He even looks like Constantine. Like, and I dig that. Like, it seems like it's a slow burn in the story. Like in the movie, oh god, the movie. The movie was such a rushed. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. Like. Did any of you read Hellblazer?
No.
Me, I've read a little bit of it, but not all of it.
No.
Yeah, like same here. Like I read a little bit of it, but like even like if I knew nothing about Hellblazer and I watched the Keanu Reeves movie, like it's just like we gotta fit this in here. We gotta put this over there. We gotta fit. It doesn't make sense. Fuck it, just put it in there. We're gonna do this. And like even like the ending, like if I didn't know so much about like horror movies that had to deal with exorcisms and heaven and hell rules, they didn't explain like why at the end of the movie he all of a sudden wasn't going to hell. Like it wasn't like spot on. Like you either knew it or you didn't. Like or people in the theater were like, "What the fuck's happening? I don't understand." But this looks really freaking good. And I think they'll get it right. Like I think it's the same television network that does Grimm, and I'm not a fan of Grimm, but a lot of people are, and it seems like they're going in that kind of tone or direction. Like, and it's definitely like this is something they couldn't get away with. The premise of the show is that he's guilt-ridden because he accidentally sends a little girl to hell, and you actually see the little girl get dragged away to hell by a demon. And granted, it's not gruesome, but just the concept alone, oh, that little girl went to hell, and it's your fault. I love that you can get away with that on network television now.
Things have come a long way.
Yeah. But what else is there? I feel like we
got all the geek news out.
Yeah, we got all the geek news out, especially with Batman.
Which is the
big. I'm hunting for geek news. So what if there's silence?
Batman was awesome. I can't wait to see what the movie's going to be like. Spider-Man is still doing all right, but apparently it's a failure by monetary standards.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Is making a lot of money.
They're making money, but basically it was supposed to be the springboard for people to be interested in years worth of more Spider-Man movies, and the general reception has been lukewarm.
Oh no.
Yep.
So they're probably still going to go forward with their plans. They've already banked, they already bet the damn farm on it. So
well, you know what this means? They're going to fire the director. That's what it means. Fire the director, get new writers to make a third film.
It kind of makes sense. Although, like, the one thing I'll say about this past film is that it felt more like a comic book than any of the other iterations. Like, even the way it ended, like, I'm not gonna say how it ended, but like the way it ended, like, it kind of is the way a Spider-Man comic book would end. Like, at the very last shot, you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
There were a number of things about the movie that made no sense, though.
Like, well, John, did you see it yet?
No, but I have a legal copy. I will see it.
Understood. Say no more.
Yeah, IO9 wrote an entire scathing article called "The Facts of Everything You Need to Know About the New Spider-Man Movie." And after you read that movie, that whole article, it's hard for you to really like the movie. You're just like, oh God, they just ruined everything for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like, they just point out so much dumb shit that you're just like, wow. I actually didn't realize that when I watched the movie, but now that I'm watching this, I'm reading this, and I'm thinking back to the movie, I was just on such a good, hype ride that, none of that occurred to me at the moment.
And I say keep everyone who had anything to do with the special effects. Just hire a new director.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna. You can tell the way it's going. This is like, okay, get rid of him. Get some fresh blood in. Let's boost this up.
Yeah. Oh, once again, I have ignored the questions section of the fucking podcast. My man Fabian, he mentioned this Batman costume looks like it may show a more natural jawline than previous versions. Dark Knight looked like a vagina in crotchless panties. Maybe I shouldn't read everything I move. And he said also it looks like a mashup between Jim Lee's New 52 and the Batman Noel, which is true. Fabian's probably the only one watching this. Actually, I see one viewer towards the end. It must be Fabian. Anyway, we'll make it back on Stitcher. People listen.
Are you guys gonna go see Godzilla?
Yes.
I don't know.
I know I'm not interested. Every more I see of it, the more I'm like Netflix.
What?
I like Bryan Cranston.
Well, that's half of the appeal. Like, oh, we get to see Bryan Cranston in a movie. Like, I'll watch that dude in anything. He's awesome. But like, just the trailer gets me hyped up. Like, I'm definitely gonna go watch it. It's going on the credit card to go see. That's how much I'm gonna go watch it.
The only thing I'm curious about so far, I wasn't really curious about Spider-Man, that's why I didn't run out to see it, but I'm sort of curious about X-Men. I just want to see where they're going to do
that. I'm seeing Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm really curious.
What's this now?
X-Men.
Days Future Past.
Wait, that's this week?
Next week.
Next week.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be seeing it Thursday night. I won't wait till Friday.
You gonna stay online with the youngins?
There won't be any youngins, man. Buy the damn tickets on the internet, walk in, see the damn movie.
There's always youngins.
Maybe. Thursday night, though. Is it still school? Yeah, it's still school year. Down here, anyway.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah.
High school's up until June.
Oh, so you're fine. Like we've gotten strategic to avoid large crowds and teenagers in movies.
It's called the early show, 10 a.m.
It's not only the early show, but like the theater we've been going to since we were kids. Like they do this thing now where if you go to the display to order your ticket, you get to pick your seat, and it's your assigned seat. So already you can kind of see like, all right, looks like everyone's going to be on this side of the theater. I'm going to go over here, which is kind of cool.
No, I usually go to this theater. There's a really nice theater here that it's like if you go at like early show, first of all, it's only going to be like $6 to see the movie, and you see it on a giant screen, and everybody in there is a senior citizen because it's really early in the morning on a Sunday or something like that. Best way to go to movies.
I could never wake up for the very first show.
I'm an early bird. I can pull it off.
Just get a large coffee and go.
Get an egg sandwich, go and see the movie.
Oh, you're that fucking guy? Why does it smell like eggs in here?
Honey, put this in your purse.
Dude, I marvel at, like, it was a 12:40 showing, and all of a sudden, like, we're watching a movie, and then we hear, I'm like, wait, no, that's not a baby, is it? Why'd you take your baby to a 12:40 showing of Spider-Man? Why?
People are fucking stupid.
It's not even like you went into like the most calm film on the planet.
Yeah.
You didn't go see the Woody Allen flick, right? You went to see the most action-packed, loudest IMAX movie in the whole thing, and it's 12:40 in the morning.
Babysitters are expensive.
So are IMAX movie tickets. Like that happened with what was that movie with Mark Wahlberg and like what's his name from Fast and Furious? Like they were all like I think it was like Four Brothers or Brothers.
Oh, that's what it was called. Four Brothers.
Four Brothers, right? Like that was another like midnightish showing we went to, and like she had the nerve to bring two. She had twins. She had to bring two babies. He had one. She had one. They could not stop crying, and it was like the most violent movie on the planet for your kids to at the time. I won't spoil a 6-year-old movie, but like lots of people get shot.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah, please stop, people, if you're listening. Stop bringing your kids to movies. Just illegally download it like everybody else. But I think that's it for this episode of Back to the Pod. The consensus seems that like this Batman's going to be a good Batman just based on this picture alone. And,
well, there's hope, is what the consensus.
Let's see.
There was a lot of blowback from the announcement that Ben Affleck was fucking Batman. Then there was my man Silent Bob signing off. He's like, I've seen him in the suit. Trust me, you're gonna like it. And yeah, I had faith in what he said, and yeah, Kevin Smith did not disappoint me.
Yeah, you know what? I should have guessed it was going to be a Frank Miller because, like, at the time, because I listen to his podcast like frequently. At the time, he was jonesing over like the Dark Knight Returns cartoon, like Part 1, Part 2, and watched it like frequently. So him saying like, "Oh, like this looks awesome," should have been a tip off, like, hey, this is my kind of Batman, and now it's going to be in the film. But yeah, no, I agree. Like this, I'm happy with it overall. You can even the shit I fussed over, even if it doesn't happen, I'm still cool with the costume as a whole. Now we just have to hope he sounds more like Michael Keaton and less like Christian Bale.
Or at least like the Batman from the Arkham Asylum games. He sounds fine.
Yeah, just get that guy. Yeah, exactly.
Just
watch his voice. Just get rid of Ben Affleck's voice and get that guy's voice.
Just dub over Bruce Timm
yeah.
into these things. Oh god.
Ben Affleck has a very whiny voice.
He does. And he hits like a high note.
Yeah.
Like him and Casey Affleck. Like they get this like really raspy voice. But he's an Oscar-winning actor. He'll fucking pull it off. He'll
find something to do, even if he has to gargle glass.
He gets punched on the throat. He gets punched in the throat daily in the morning on set before he goes.
Matt Damon's there with a dictionary and shit. Like, I got you, bro. I got you. Bah!
They have to film all the Bruce Wayne scenes first, just in case they break his fucking larynx. I guess all we can do when it comes to Batman movies is hope.
Pretty much.
Well, and also Christopher Nolan raised the bar very, very fucking high. So.
He did.
And it's still fresh in our minds. It's not like it was 20 years ago. It's still fresh in our minds. So that's a lot of pressure.
And nothing's
that costume has him able to turn his head.
Oh, that's a good point. Does this costume look like he could turn his head at all?
Yes, it does.
I don't know, like that.
Look at that picture I sent you. Look at that picture I sent you.
Yeah, I'm looking at that picture right now. Oh no, the picture you sent me. Oh, I didn't see the picture you sent me. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's because my phone restarted. That's why I didn't see it. Looking now, Johnny. But yeah, like the material, I don't know if that's like loose, flappy material like around his neck, or if that's part of like the cowl helmet part.
It reminds me of the Flash's costume. Remember the Flash TV show? We had that like
Yeah.
type of, but it was like kind of bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see the arm thingies in this picture.
The gauntlet. You see him?
Jeudy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, hopefully he could turn his neck. That's the only. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he could turn his neck. We're okay with that. Yeah, it's us approved. You can go ahead, Mr. Snyder. I know you've been waiting.
Send us our check in the mail.
Rapid release. He's like, oh God, thank God they liked it. Thank you.
Oh shit.
Back to the pod. Yay.
His iPhone just went off. Alert. 3 nerds, 3 black nerds on the internet have approved your background.
Yes.
Give Affleck a call. We can go ahead.
We
Achievement
have the black community on our side.
And I have video proof. Sure, the large one mentioned about the eye slots, but it's okay. We think we can get past it. But that's it for this episode of Back to the Pod. I'm James Seaton.
I'm Johnny McNair.
I'm Ed Jeudy.
Have a good one.